Excuse me, sir.
Dear Lord.
May I have a bag of crumpets, sir? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. May I pardon you for a satchel of gold?
I thought you just wanted crumpets.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference there.
I am merely...
My good sir?
I am merely a peasant.
Are you a sir?
Because we're famous now.
Oh, goodness.
So, hey, my name is Hunter.
And my name is Jacob.
And this is the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
A podcast about everything creepy and crawly.
And cool. And jolly.
Don't pop mollies.
Don't pop mollies. Also, when I said jolly just then, I meant horrifying.
Is today opposite day?
Let me see. Let me check and see what day it is. Nope, it's not opposite day. But do you know what day it is?
What day is it today, sir?
It's National Rice Pudding Day.
Did you say rice pudding?
I said rice pudding. Do you like rice pudding?
Like the pudding that contains rice, I'm assuming?
It's got, if you've ever had it, it's like a vanilla pudding that has termites in it. That's what it feels like in your mouth.
I love termites. Everybody likes some termites in your pudding. Gives your mouth an adventure.
Gives your mouth an okie
dokie.
An okie dokie. It's natural.
What were you gonna say?
An okie taste? Because they're termites and wood?
Oh, okie.
You like that one? That was good.
An okie taste. It's an
okie
okie dokie.
When I eat this rice pudding, I feel all the okie dokie coursing through me.
Everybody likes a good okie dokie every once in a while.
It's also National Veep Day. Now,
Veep?
Veep is designated to give recognition to the succession plan of the President of the United States. Now, I don't know what the word Veep means, and I don't think I'm going to learn it today.
Veep? What do you think Veep would mean if you just stumbled upon it randomly one day?
A very cool Jeep, but I could also think of it as a van Jeep, an off-roading van Jeep.
You guys, look at my new Veep I just bought.
You guys going Veeping this weekend? We're going Veeping on the trail.
It's either that or someone who doesn't know how to pronounce the word vape. Hey, you have a Veep I can hit?
I'm all out of Veep juice.
That's an A, Arnold. That's not an E.
There's so many ways of how that does not spell or sound like vape.
Exactly. Veep, vape.
Do you like books, Jacob?
Kind of.
Well, that's good, because it's National Book Lovers Day.
Oh, man. I couldn't say I love books.
So do you think when it's National Book Lovers Day, what does that mean to you? Because when I think of National Book Lovers Day, I think of all the crazies that have a romantic relationship with their books.
Goodness.
So maybe...
Come here, girl.
If it's the book is your lover, you make notches into the book.
Dear, don't go into detail. No need for detail.
Is that what
here,
that
sir.
means to you?
No, I was thinking of just someone with 17 books in the library. I'm checking all these out. I'll have them all read by next Tuesday. Karen, it is Thursday already. What are you gonna do this whole time? Read. I don't need to eat, I read.
Reading is my sustenance.
But yeah, I couldn't say I like books, but I like stories. So I don't know how to feel about that.
I understand.
I like to listen to books. I don't really necessarily like to read because I don't have the time.
So you could consider our podcast a book for your ears.
Welcome to the Only Friends on Friday book series where we teach you about everything you need to know.
We're going to teach you about, well, I guess a lot of things, including how to notch your book.
How to notch your book for the utmost comfort. I'm
not a fan of books.
No? Why not?
I love the covers. If I'm picking out a book, I look at the cover and I say, I might try to read this, and then that's all it gets is a nice solid cover look because I go to read it, and then the commitment between me and the book drops because that's too many words. Hey, you know what also today is?
What also today is it, Hunter?
I don't think he said that right, but it is Skinwalker Day.
He's like the hash slinging slash slinging. No, we won't do that. We'll do that later. We'll do that for a later day.
You know what also today is?
What's today, Hunter?
It's also Skinwalker Day.
Skinwalker Day?
Yeah.
Like one who walks on skin?
So, I mean, they've been known, I'm sure, to walk on a few skins. I mean, I'm not very caught up on this. Jacob.
Yes, sir.
What is your knowledge of skinwalkers?
My knowledge of skinwalkers consists of I guess you'd call it a creature that is a shapeshifter.
No.
No?
Proceed.
That is a shapeshifter that lives in the woods.
You're wrong. Proceed. No, go ahead.
And yeah, just like brings terror to its victims by shapeshifting into various different animals.
I think maybe.
What a cock! Oh goodness. Yeah, various different animals. It'll even shapeshift into your good pal. And you'll be like, hey pal, what's my favorite color? And he won't be able to tell you because it's not your pal. It's a shape-shifting monster named Skinwalker.
But maybe I'll educate you on the origins / history of the Skinwalker, Jacob. First word is a hard one. The Navajo culture. A Skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. This witch is called This witch is called Yi Naladushi.
I would get my name legally changed if that was my name.
My name is Mr. Douchey.
Don't forget the Yi.
This witch is called Yi Naladushi. That's what it's called.
This man's having a trouble.
By the Navajo, which translates to, with it, he goes on all fours. It is just one of several types of Navajo witches and is considered the most volatile and dangerous. For the Navajo people, witchcraft is just another part of their spirituality and one of the ways of their lives. As such, witchcraft has long been part of their culture, history, and traditions. Witches exist alongside humans and are not supernatural.
So, a skinwalker is, like you said, a person with the ability to transform into any different type of animal at will. They are most frequently seen as coyotes, wolves, foxes, eagles, owls, or crows. Some can also steal the faces of different people and could appear as someone you know.
So, in order to become a skinwalker, he or she must be initiated by a secret society which requires the most evil of deeds, the killing of a close family member, most often a sibling.
Whoa.
Hey,
what if you don't have any siblings?
Then you have to kill your friend's siblings?
Is that how that works?
No.
Where are you getting these facts from?
What if you do have a sibling? What do you say? Hey, bro, I got something to show you.
Look down that oh, you fell. Oh, that sucks. I'm a skinwalker now.
I'm a skinwalker, man, and I walk in the skin of animals.
Is that how that is?
No. But after they say, hey, bro, what you doing? After they perform this task, the individual then acquires supernatural powers, which gives them the ability to shapeshift into animals. Most often, they are seen in the form of coyotes, wolves, foxes, cougars, dogs, and bears, but can take the shape of any animal. So what if you're walking through the forest, okay? And then you're like, oh, it's a bunny.
Oh, goodness. But it's not really a bunny.
It's not a bunny. It's a shape-shifting witchman, and they're just skin moonwalking.
Skin walking? It sounds like a cool dance.
It does.
Look at that girl over there. She's skin walking.
Okay.
But like what? Now, what type of benefits does one obtain from becoming a skinwalker to the point where they would kill one's own sibling to obtain this power? Like, okay, yeah, you're an animal, but is that it? Like, you're just an animal?
Hey, Steven. I know that you're my favorite brother, but I always wanted to be a kangaroo. So, may I sacrifice you in order to shapeshift into the the closest thing to a kangaroo in the forest, which is deer.
Like, is this just like a cool party trick? Like, hey, look what I can do. Just
But I feel like if you're the skinwalker at this rave, then everyone at this party is going to look at you and say, look at that guy over there. He's shape-shifting into animals, but we both know he's a murderer. How else would he have gotten this ability?
So
you're never going to get invited to any parties.
It's a double-edged sword. So it's like, look at these cool moves I got. I'm a dancing deer, but I did kill my close relative.
That's
but
true.
I'm a dancing deer. I don't see the value in that.
I don't think that if you love to dance, a deer should be your animal of shapeshift choice.
Except, what animal would you choose to become a dancing version of?
A dance battle champion animal?
Yes.
I think that the best dancing animal, I mean, would it not be the praying mantis?
So you'd be a little boy just dancing along in a nice rave, people skipping around.
The hopping, gyrating bounce effect I will have as a mantis.
But you're a tiny boy. Like, what is that on the ground moving so jerkily?
Jerkily.
What's
that thing jerking on the floor?
Yeah.
It's Mantis Manny.
That's an interesting choice.
What would you dance as?
Oh boy. Maybe like a dancing bear.
A dancing bear?
You know, like Blue from the Jungle Book. But yeah, dance to some bare necessities.
But, and I guess maybe if we keep on reading, we'll understand, but what is the whole purpose of becoming an animal? Like you said, the benefit. I don't understand what an animal has that a human doesn't, that you'd want.
Nothing. We're the most advanced species on the face of the earth. There's nothing that is above us.
You know what it is?
What?
You think a little lion or a bear or a crocodile has ever been arrested for murdering a human?
They've been killed.
No.
No?
They escape into the frickin' habitat.
Whoa, oh my goodness.
They do it to get away with it.
Oh my goodness. So it's like you just despise your sibling.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I have a plan. If I kill my sibling, I will be able to become a crocodile and swim into the depths of the ocean and never be seen again. But you have to be a saltwater version. Keep this in mind. You're not going to live if you're a freshwater alligator swimming in the ocean. You must be a saltwater crocodile.
Keep this in mind.
For those of you future skinwalkers out there, make sure you do your research before you pick your animal of choice.
I mean, how bad would that be if they're like, okay, I'm about to jump into this ocean. I am a shark. Whoops, this is a pond. I'm dead.
I can't breathe this saltless water. I'm a silly boy. I thought this was salt water. Little did you know, that's not salt.
Little did you know, you're swimming with the largemouth bass.
The largemouth bass and its juices that just make it taste like salt water. Sorry to break the news to you. It's not gonna work, Jimmy. Don't do it.
It's not gonna work. The juices are incorrect. The wrong juices were in this water.
The wrong juices were just flowing right into your mouth and your taste buds. That's not salt, sir. Not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to assume.
Then you jump on out. You said, whoops, now I humanoided again.
So,
now I'm arrested.
So I guess that's not, yeah, exactly. I guess it's not too bad. You jump in there, you're like, I'm swimming away. Oh no, I can't breathe. You're a human again, and now you're swimming in the pond. And then the authorities are like, sir, get out of there. You're embarrassing yourself.
And then
wear your clothes.
And then you get eaten by a real alligator.
Exactly. And wait a second, if you shapeshift with clothes on, do you become an animal wearing clothes? Or how's that work? I have so many questions for you skinwalkers out there.
So if you're a skinwalker, please let me know.
Please DM us. Please.
DM us and let us know if when you are wearing your Sunday best, you shapeshift, do you keep the clothes?
Is there clothing tearage? Does it disappear? What happens? You have to take it off and be a naked human for a split second? What happens? We need to know.
Hey, Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Also, skinwalkers have other powers.
Do they really?
Their other powers include reading others' minds, controlling their thoughts and behavior, causing disease and illness, destroying property, and even death.
Imagine becoming a skinwalker just to destroy that boy Johnson down the street, his crops, destroying some property. You know what, Johnson? I'm sick of you. Off with your corn.
Off with your corn. I'm sick of this cobs.
Sick of your cobs. I'm sick of you showing them off. I killed my closest relative for this, and I am loving it.
This is worth every day of my good old... Sorry, this is tough for me because I did love my brother, but not as much as I hate your crops.
Those who have talked of their encounters with these evil beings describe a number of ways to know if a skinwalker is near. They make sounds around homes, such as knocking on windows, banging on walls, and scraping noises on the roof. On some occasions, they have been spied peering through windows. More often, they appear in front of vehicles in hopes of causing a serious accident. What a dick.
Okay.
Why does my Mercedes have to get involved?
I literally was reading this. More often they appear in front of vehicles in the hope of causing a serious dent.
Oh goodness, that's not how that...
Karen's coming, jump in the road, boom, ha! You have a dent.
You have a dent in your car. I don't know about you, but if I saw a skinwalker hop in front of my vehicle, I would beam right towards that boy, just straight line, nothing stopping me. You're getting smackarooned. I'm not swerving out of the way for your creepy self.
You know what just came to my mind? I picture 2A road, right, middle of the night, skinwalker jumping out. It's a frickin' the goat man of skinwalkers, okay? I'm in a truck of some sort.
Okay.
2-door truck with a nice 8-foot bed. You know what I'm trying to do?
What are you trying to do, Hunter?
I'm trying to slam on my brakes, turn my wheel, and literally tail whip this man back in the face. I'm just trying to send him back, hit him like a baseball bat with the tail of my truck. Wouldn't you rather practice tail whipping, I don't know, your mailbox in hopes of succeeding
when
the
you
tail
when
whip?
you said that, all I heard was, wouldn't you want to practice tail whipping your mail? And I thought you were gonna say mail parts. You said mailbox. I was like, what turn has this man taken here? That is what I heard, and then you said box, and I was like, whoa, that was me taking the turn.
You need to practice the tail whip, and the only way to really get it down before you hit a skinwalker is to practice tail whipping your mail parts.
It is said that, in addition to being able to shapeshift, the skinwalker is also able to control the creatures of the night, such as wolves and owls, and to make them do its bidding. It didn't say his or hers, it said its, I'm sorry. So these creatures act as its minions. That's pretty cool, I guess. That's making it more and more worth it. Some are able to call up the spirits of the dead, and what a word that is. Is that spelt correctly? Reanimate?
Yes.
Reanimate.
This man made it sound like this was the most difficult word on the planet.
Goodness, because I was reading it as like reanimate. I was like, reanimate. Reanimate. It's a French boy. And reanimate the corpses to attack their enemies. Because of this, the Indians rarely venture out alone. Okay.
Wait, reanimate the corpses? I may have blacked out, but just animal corpses or human corpses?
It just straight up says the dead. So are we talking you have zombie abilities?
You have zombie-like creativity
Dude,
abilities.
this is totally worth it. Might have to look into this.
I might have to kill my brother.
You don't have a brother.
Well, then there you go.
I might have to kill my
halfway
sister.
there.
I don't have a sister either.
I have a sister, but I don't want to kill her.
I have brothers, and I don't want to kill them either.
But maybe keep reading on. See what other abilities I'll get. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah, exactly. The more I read, the more I'm thinking about it. Watch out, boys.
I wanted to address, that's such a crazy frickin' thing.
Hunter, it just gets better.
Does it?
Its supernatural powers are uncanny, as they are said to run faster than a car and have the ability to jump high cliffs. Goodness! They're extremely fast, agile, and possible to catch and leave tracks that are larger than those of any animal. When they have been seen, they have been described as not quite human and not fully animal. They are usually naked, oh boy.
Well, that answers that question.
But some have reported seeing the creatures wearing tattered shirts or jeans. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Is that a skinwalker wearing that Gucci? The skinwalker kills out of greed, anger, envy, spite, or revenge. Okay, so at least there's a non-evil trait in there.
That's still evil, though.
Not necessarily, because what if that girl Deborah did you wrong, and you're like, you know what? I know you like cats. You're just gonna be like, look, I'm a cat. Just kidding, it's me.
Hello, it's me.
You know?
Oh, I'm gonna crawl into bed with you because I'm your cat. I'm your pet cat. Oh wait, it's me.
And I'm naked. Wow.
I morphed into a snake. Now I'm a snake in your bed. You love snakes. Just kidding.
You sure do, you slut.
I'm sorry. This isn't the first 48-inch snake in your bed. What?
Goodness gracious.
I sure hope so.
The Skinwalker also robs graves for personal wealth and to collect much needed ingredients for use in black magic. You scared me, dude.
Black magic.
Is that how you sound when you're a practicer of such
So he had to get his spices, his spices, and his splices for his black magic potions, and that's the song he has to sing.
Is that how that boy that made KFC got his recipe?
Yes.
27 herbs and spices or whatever it is?
Yes, I think 14 of those were black magic spices.
Unreal. That's why you guys can't stop eating the chicken, boy. These witches live on the unexpired lives of their victims, and they must continually kill or perish themselves. Okay, so this just adds a whole other aspect to the game of skinwalkery.
Skinwalkery, good word.
So you must kill to live yourself.
Is that like a nourishment thing? Like they have to kill to be nourished?
Is this like a video game?
Okay, please elaborate on how you think that's a thing.
I can't.
Well, because I mean, do you just flourish on murder?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like their food.
Yes. Yeah, they have to kill. They obtain the lives of their victims in order to prolong their own lives.
So they could very well shapeshift into the murder of Charlie, the lumberjack.
Yeah. What an easy task to have just to live forever. Yeah, you gotta kill someone. Just be the most innocent looking creature you can think of. Like what do people not want to kill when they see?
A forest rabbit.
People are like, ooh, I like rabbit. Papow, you're donezo. Blappo, right to the noggin. You're done.
Papow? You're gonna eat a rabbit?
Yeah. People eat rabbit all the time. I've actually tried it. It's not bad.
Okay. Forest sheep. You're gonna just kill a forest sheep? You're gonna be like, holy shit, there's a sheep in the forest!
The worst that can happen, let me shave that boy. Give me your wool, I'm gonna make a coat out of you. You become a forest sheep, you attract some villagers, and then bam, you're a lion in the forest. What are you doing here? This is California. There's no lions in California.
I think that you literally picked the one place that there probably is lions.
There's not lions in California. They originate from Africa and Africa only. I'm 99% sure.
Mountain lions?
That's not... I'm talking about a full mane and all.
Maned Mufasa.
Exact. Mufasa himself is going to pull up to the party and start swinging his paws around. Okay. And look at that. You just gained 900 years. You can chill for a while. That would be the easiest, objective to obtain.
There's definitely some benefits and non-benefits of being a skinwalker.
What are some non-benefits? Because right now, everything's looking pretty decent.
Murder. Killing. Murder. The murder of people.
That's true, I guess.
The denting of cars. Another negative is you literally are surviving on, murder. Your only mission in life is to kill, revenge, anger, and sadness.
So you're telling me that this is a perfect career choice for one that is obsessed with murder or a serial killer?
Yes.
Wow.
That's where all the serial killers hide, the ones that haven't been caught.
It's like, oh, he ran in the woods. Oh, there's just a
He's hiding in skin. He's walking in plain skin.
He has to be around here somewhere. That's just an owl. You can fly anywhere. Wow.
So, Jacob, earlier we were going to talk about the Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, that was mentioned earlier in the podcast.
Maybe it was. Maybe it got cut out. Who the hell knows? Anyways, the Skinwalker Ranch happens to be a gigantic property lying along the southeast of Ballard in Utah. The nomenclature of the place is related to the references of the Native American legends about the Skinwalkers. This site has come into the headlines several times as a site for paranormal and UFO activities in today's time. It is one of the most mysterious places in the U.S. So you tell me UFOs are involved with
Yes.
these Skinwalker boys?
They are indeed.
I shapeshifted into an alien.
I don't think they're necessarily involved, but I think this particular ranch has a lot of just an unlucky boy. You know, you got skinwalkers roaming your property and you got UFOs taking visits. You can't sleep.
I see. So there's sheep that are skinwalkers walking around.
Yeah.
So they have captured witches and UFO testing, maybe.
Unless it's just an innocent family.
Okay, sure.
You know, and they're just getting bombarded by supernatural beings.
There are claims that people have witnessed the appearance of some strange large leg and large-towed creatures in the periphery of this building.
What the flip's a tau? You said a large-legged, large tau. What is a tau?
Large toad? T-O-W-E-D. Yeah, towed, I think.
Okay, let's go with that one.
Also, as more eyewitnesses seen, they even had direct encounters with aliens at this property. Nope, that's not what we're talking about. We want to know about the Skin Boys.
Not yet, but you guys wait on it.
Didn't really want to dive into that, but if there is skinwalkers that reside on this ranch, we do want you to know that you can stay there. Don't come to my house, please.
Why would you even say something about your house? Now they're like, oh boy.
Oh
Thanks for mentioning that.
Thanks for saying the word house. Now we can inhabit it.
Oh goodness, you have fun with that.
You can't come here.
Look at that rat running around. That's not a rat, that's Jimmy Boy Skinwalker.
That's Jimmy Boy Skinwalker. What's that, a roach?
Nope, that's Carl the Chameleon,
Okay.
aka a Skinwalker boy.
I'm a roach named Carl the Chameleon.
He's usually a chameleon. For some reason he decided to be a roach today. I know it's still you, Carl. Come on.
Why would there be a chameleon in a freaking house?
I've
That's why I shapeshift into a roach.
Exactly. He finally figured out he's not in the right, hemisphere for such
Maybe
creatures.
he realized that he was born as a roach.
What are you saying, sir?
I'm thinking, Jacob, that you might need to read Reddit.
Alrighty. I actually have a Reddit story from the Reddit user Itchy Bombs.
My bonds are itchy.
My bombs are itchy. Okay, so I live in a country, small town in Australia. What's up, my Australia boys? We know you're out there, and we love ya.
Love you guys.
To paint a visual, the town I live in is set out on giant hills surrounded by a lake and bushland, in which you will need to cross a bridge that runs parallel between the lake and the giant coal mine power station that our town is renowned for. It was a Sunday night around 8 p.m. I had just finished work at a fish and chip shop, a town over from mine, as it was summer, so it was still light outside and it wouldn't be getting dark until 9:30, 10 p.m. I got in my car and was driving home as I started coming down towards the 4 lanes next to the power station towards my town. Goodness gracious, I don't need all this description.
There was 4 lanes, traffic was heavy. Also, there was a barricade. They're doing traffic.
Also, my car was a 1996 Camaro. It had blue leather interior, a black steering wheel, don't know why. Had 9,000 miles on it. Great miles for that car. Anyways, I saw shadow up ahead. Not a shadow, but shadow up ahead. On the right, running fast along the side of the wire fence of the power station car park. I immediately slowed down because wildlife like kangaroos have a tendency to run out in front of your car. But this thing kind of looked like a dog. This man has some trouble forming sentences.
Is it you or him?
It's him. I thought at first I remembered thinking, what is a dog doing all the way out here? Question mark. Then as it came closer, it was running on all fours, kind of like a gallop straight towards my car. It diagonally leaps across the 2 lanes leading out of town and on the 2 lanes in front of me. I could now see the thing clearly. It wasn't a dog. It was so much bigger than a dog. This creature had the exact face and the head shape of a dog, but no fur. Instead, it was like an extremely pale human being. This thing was so close to my car, I could see its giant blue veins.
Those veins were popping. They were blue. Almost periwinkle.
Its giant blue veins down its body to its long tail, as well as every joint moving in its legs as it ran. It went across the road in front of me and leaped over the guardrail on the left of my car like it was nothing.
This thing is a amazing gymnast.
That's just a guy with a dog hat that practiced gymnastics his whole life. Leave him the flip alone. He's doing some amazing stunts. He's trying to get some clout on the tube.
He's trying to get clout on the tube. He's doing parkour over your car with his blue vins.
You didn't see his GoPro, did you? You gotta catch the GoPro.
He already got some B-roll of his blue veins. Let him finish the vid.
I didn't realize my car was at a complete stop in the middle of the road. And then my body just woke back up like a jolt of this overwhelming dread of just pure fear. My blood felt like ice. I immediately locked my doors. Oh, it would probably be too late for that if he was trying to kill you, sir. And slammed my foot down, speeding home. When I got home, I was so shaken up and trembling when I told my family the only way I could fully explain exactly what it looked like was that werewolf from Harry Potter. But my father just laughed at me and joked if I had been smoking drugs. Sir, you kids smoking that weed again?
You're smoking those drugs.
You think I didn't hear you listening to Wiz Khalifa on the way out of the house?
Hey, if you think I don't think you're doing pills and shrooms at the same time, you're a silly boy.
No one to this day believes me, nor have I heard of anyone else seeing it. Even though this happened years ago, it still terrifies me to walk my dogs down there to the lake on my own. That's the end of the story.
So what I'm getting out of this, dog, veiny tail, veiny veins, blue veins, periwinkle veins. Dad thinks you're on drugs. You think you're right. Skinwalker, right? It's a Skinwalker dog. This was like a kangaroo because it's Australia, but it was a dog.
The user compared it to a werewolf. So even if you see so either way you saw something strange and funny, but whether it be a werewolf or a Skinwalker, you can't just assume it's a Skinwalker. I don't think. Can you?
Yeah, no, definitely. Because a werewolf. I don't know how believable that is as much as a witch. Witches, there's definitely witches, right? Witches, they can, what if they can just blappo, I'm a veiny wolf jumping on your car. Check out these veins.
Goodness. Now, that was one of the more not duel.
I was going to say...
not going to have a duel with the boy. That was more of a duel story of the Skinwalkers. I recall some that consist of the Skinwalker coming in close proximity with the storytellers, as in being someone who looks just like one of their friends, but then their friends will it'll go to the bathroom or something, and then their friends will come out of a different part of the house, and they'll be like, whoa, didn't you just go to the bathroom? No, sir, that wasn't me. Or is that a doppelganger? Who knows? But yeah.
Check it out. It's on Spotify.
It is now. I'm here browsing the Reddit for a story, and I just see everybody gangsta till the deer stands upright. It's not it's not a story, but it is a funny comment, that's for sure. Skinwalker story. Oop, not Skywalker, Skin.
Anakin Skywalker started off as a young boy.
And he got his legs and arms sliced right the flip off.
Cliced. He got cliced.
He got spliced.
It's a slice and a clash. Maybe we should just read what these Reddit folks say about these Skinwalkers, huh, Jacob?
You want to?
Because I see right here, it says, I personally want to go out and look for a Skinwalker. I know it might sound stupid, but hear me out. I hear all these stories and read them on here about how they make a noise indescribable. I want to hear that noise. Feel the fear in the air and hear the silent forest. If I go into the forest, of course. I have a group of friends who want to go out. Look for them with me. Does anyone have any tips that doesn't involve me not going?
Don't flip and go, bud. No,
that's literally what he just said not to say.
Know. So he wants to hunt for these Skinwalkers and he experience just the presence of one. Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying. He wants to feel it.
Did you not do your research? They literally live off killing people. You're a person. They're gonna kill you.
So what you gotta do, you have to become one of them. Now, this might sound like a girthy, lengthy process.
Girthy, for sure.
But you have to slay the loved one. Sorry, love you. And then you also have to do some witching rituals to become a Skinwalker. Then, hey Jacob, if you're a skinwalker, are you scared of other skinwalkers? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because you join the Skinwalker community. They have a group chat. They have a group on Facebook. They're a really friendly group. So if you are planning on becoming a skinwalker and are worried about other skinwalkers, don't be.
So I guess the only way to do this is write a letter to your loved ones that says, I'm going to find skinwalkers. The last time they hear from you is in that letter.
Goodness. I actually have kind of a creepy boy.
Can you please read it?
So, all right, this one's kind of more on the creepy side, I suppose. So I have a story I can share with you. I had a friend sleeping over. We were in my room talking and hanging out like friends do, you know. I wouldn't know. Around maybe 11 p.m. Around maybe 11 p.m. Nice summer night. So my window was wide open and it was pretty dark outside. That's your first mistake. Close your damn window. My dad was in the living room watching TV. As usual, he dozed off on the couch. My mom had already gone to bed. My friend and I were talking, and all of a sudden we heard the screen door open and slam shut. Just like it sounded just like. How did you do that sound effect?
I am a professional, sorry.
He's a professional mouth maker. That's what it's called. Don't question it.
I make mouth molds.
For undisclosed reasons. Oh, goodness.
You can buy that sound on iTunes for 55 cents.
You sure can buy it 50 times and we're rich. We thought it was my dad. While that happened, my mom claimed she heard footsteps on the carpet go straight through her room toward the restroom, and she thought it was my dad. Then she soon realized that she was unable to move, as if she was paralyzed. Still in my room with my friend, we soon heard the screen door open and slam again. This time, louder. God, you scared me, bro. Stop doing that.
That's what sound the door made.
Who knew screen doors have vocal cords? It had woken my dad up, and he came to my bedroom to check on us and see if we were still there. Because you know how preteens are. Yeah, we slam doors when we leave because we're not smart. I assured him we were not into mischief. My mom told us the next morning about what she heard and how she could not move. She also told us that the second time the door slammed, she heard horse hooves run by her bedroom window. I remember details of this account because it was so real. Horseman! I remember details of this account because it was so real, and it is locked in my memory, and I was shocked. I don't know what was on the Skinwalker's agenda. How dare you assume that this was a Skinwalker? What if it was a curious horse? You know? Instead of Curious George, Curious Horse.
I understand you're just, it's a Skinwalker.
What if it was Goatman?
It's automatically a Skinwalker goat, maybe. Goat walker, skin boy.
Whoa.
But it is Stanley, the equestrian horse. He's on an equestrian adventure to find a honey hole for him to drink at, and you're gonna over here calling him an evil, murderous spirit? How dare you?
You just ruined this man's
That
self-esteem.
is the most majestic creature on God's green earth.
Or maybe it was a Skinwalker,
Or maybe it
and
was
he
a
was just
Skinwalker.
trying
He
to
was gonna
slaughter
kill you. He was gonna kill you. Your dad came to the rescue, and no one was there because the Skinwalker was 4 inches away from slicing you.
So you're telling me this boy slammed the door, walked in. I don't know why you mentioned your window was open. That had nothing to do with the story.
He didn't come in through the window.
Yeah, I was expecting that boy to come busting in. Hello. Just poke his little head out there. But no, he did not. He said, I'm going through the door. But you're telling me this man walked through the screen, into your mother's room, into the restroom, right back out, and slammed the door even harder on the way out. That seems peculiar to me. How about you, Hunter?
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. I mean, if I was a quick, moderate runner.
A skin pacer.
I mean, honestly, I would just turbo run, speed, horse hooves up the window if the window is open. Why am I going to try and bother your parents?
And why did he decide to turn into a horse when he left? Is he just flexing for you guys?
He's like, oh God, they're coming, I'm a horse.
Do that noise again. I'm running away, my name is Horse Jane. Like if you wanted to, well, clearly this, and I quote, Skinwalker, did not have sneaky on his agenda.
He just didn't have a plan.
No,
He's
he
like,
just slammed
I'm gonna
it and
slice.
said,
Horse.
What if this was his first night out as a skin boy? He said, all right, so I go in here, okay, now I'm gonna freeze the mom, okay, she's frozen. Now what? When you could have chosen some type of bird.
It's like, if you want to blend in, wouldn't you just shapeshift into like an armadillo or something?
I think a bird would be the best form of evasive
It's a night
action.
bird.
Exactly, like just an owl, just fly on the roof. They're gonna look out and be like, oh boy, where I heard a noise, what is that? And you're just chilling on the roof like, boy, you're never gonna see me. And even if you try to, I'm out.
But skinwalkers, they freaking got skin still. Like a lot of times people describe them as they got like half human, you're a half owl, man. You're just like a head of an owl with wings and with naked genitalia
You just got
perch.
A dong just hanging out.
You just got your dong in your perch stance.
Dear Lord, look at that owl's piece. Deborah, you gotta look at this.
Deborah, you gotta look at this.
That boy's got a package and a half.
If only I could be that stout.
Oh my goodness, stout and strong and girthy. So Hunter, the real question.
Do you wish you had an owl penis? I'm sorry? What was that? That's not it. Was that not it? Was that not it?
The question of the hour, Hunter. With all this information we have obtained, consumed, learned, talked about, do you think skinwalkers exist, yes or no?
There's a lot of truth and a lot of not. I think skinwalkers could very well possibly be true.
I would have to agree with that because there are tales of witches and witchcraft and black magic that go back hundreds and hundreds of years. I think maybe if witches exist, they definitely do exist. So I think they exist too.
So if you are a skinwalker or you know a skinwalker, can you please let us know?
Yeah, please let us know on our Instagram. Comment on this post. Our Instagram is _podcast. OFOF_podcast.
And if you like to shapeshift into birds, maybe you're a fan of Twitter. And you can follow us on Twitter at of podcast.
And if you like being a face and you like being a book.
If you like shapeshifting into books and faces.
A face with a book on it. Or a book with a face on it, whichever you prefer. Like us on Facebook. What is that, Hunter?
It is literally, you just search that boy, Only Friends on Friday podcast on Facebook.
Boom. There's no excuses. Why aren't you following us? Why aren't you liking our things?
Hey, you know where you can subscribe? On iTunes. But you already knew that. Jacob, tell them where else they can follow us.
You guys can now follow us on Spotify.
Holy shit.
Yes, we've made it, boys and girls.
We have made it.
We have made it on Spotify. You can now listen on Spotify.
Which is great, because that's all I listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts on Spotify. Guess where we're at?
Spotify? Yes, sir. Yes, just look us up, Only Friends on Friday, in the search bar. We will be there. I promise you that. You'll see this episode for sure, and hopefully you hear it, because that's how you found it. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, you have any comments about our podcast in general, you have any experiences you want to share with us, please DM us on one of these 3 platforms, preferably Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram lately has been popping off, as the kids say.
Yeah, we're most active on Instagram. That is our main form of social media at this time.
Let us know if you have any questions or suggestions for future episodes, because we would appreciate the hell out of that, because we're always wanting to come up with new ideas for episodes and new topics to talk about. And we would love to just shout you out if you give us the idea.
So yes, sir. I think that does it for the shameless plugs.
I think that does it. We'll play some Minecraft, hey? Yeah?
Don't keep that in. We're trying to be cool. Alrighty. My name is Jacob.
And my name is Hunter.
And we are the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
That is right. We are friends, but only on Friday. We're friends with you, but only on Friday. Just kidding. We love you. Thank you for your support.
Yes, we appreciate it very much. We are City Boys.
City Boys, we made it.
Hey, you listening right there with your AirPods and or normal headphones in.
Hey, you have AirPods? Sick. But listen here.
How's your mom? Tell her we miss her. Yep, that's another one.